Alright. Let's see if we can get this to work because
All
this
right.
stuff be tripping, but we gonna try it out, see what's going on. Yeah. Late L Kid at OneYoungsta holding it down, bringing the street geek and nerd soul. What is up, my people? Today, oh yeah, coming with another wonderful episode of That's Right. You best believe it. We ain't telling no type of lies. Hopefully, you getting this stream. We gonna see what you're getting, where you're getting it, how you're getting it, if you're getting it at all. Bless you, my brother. I am not by myself. I am joined by the awesomely talented, the amazing, the super cool Kaiser. So say what's up?
Who getting it? Why they get it?
Yo, where the stream is doing whatever it want to do right now. Like the stream is like hating, full hating right now, full hate
Don't
mode.
don't let the stream hate it.
Yeah, the stream is
Turn the
hating though.
there's
You know, I
a
ain't
there's
gonna
a
front.
hate button. You gotta turn it off.
Yeah, it is like cause I don't even know
You
what's
gotta
going
turn
on with
off
the
the hate.
stream. I was like, oh yeah, this should be good. You know, PC chilling today, everything's going well. Everything's doing fine, and yeah, it don't seem like the stream is giving any types of love today whatsoever.
Mm,
It,
mm.
it seemed like it seemed like the stream, like yo, we ain't getting no kind of response. You know what I'm saying? You got YouTube tripping, but at the same time, YouTube like we ain't dropping no frames, but we tripping too. Like I don't know what to do with YouTube because they like, yo, we tripping, but we not tripping, but we is tripping. So
Right.
I don't really know what's up. So
Mm,
we gonna see. Anyway, um, we gonna kick it for a
mm.
bit and talk about some topics. We were gonna get into some Boba Fett, but Kaiser has not seen Boba Fett, so
I have not.
we ain't gonna talk about Boba Fett.
Don't
Um,
do.
because we don't want to spoil him, so we ain't gonna do all that. We ain't gonna,
It's not a good look.
nah, we don't want to spoil it for the peoples. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to do that. Yeah, you want to keep down low for the folks. But your boy did see that Spider Man's.
We
Um,
did see the Spider-Mans.
yeah, and we didn't actually get a chance to
The
talk
Tom
about.
Hollands.
We didn't get a chance to talk about them Spider Man. If if that's something that's even a thing.
Uh, well, I'm guessing you already did like a spoiler review. If not, if anyone's ever like looked anywhere on the internet, it's been spoiled since before the movie even came out.
True.
Um, there are actual Spider-Mans or
Yeah.
Spider-Men
Oh yeah, might
in
as
the film.
well. Yeah, might as well say, yo, we going to spoil this. The movie's been out for like a week, 2 weeks, so we just gonna talk about this like you've seen it. We assume you've seen it because the movie's made tons of money, so somebody saw it. But anyway, how you feel about that Spider Man?
I thought it was dope. Felt real great. It was also real sad, and in my opinion, it's the best Spider-Mans ever.
Ooh, of all time, you know what? It might be. We learned a lot of lessons, or well, Tom, or excuse me, Pete learned a lot of lessons.
Yeah, he got his because he already learned some lessons,
Yeah,
but
some little baby
this
lessons.
was like his real deal. Well, I wouldn't say the baby lessons. Like his mentor, like died like in front of him, saving the universe.
True,
Um,
true.
but I think these were like his real Spider-Man, Peter Parker lessons. Like you losing close to you. Like these people are like close to you. Like yes, Tony Stark was his like mentor or whatever, but I don't. And they built like a quasi bond, but it wasn't, family or losing out on best friends or the girl that you will love or all that stuff. So uh, he lost. everything, and
Everything.
there was no way home.
Uh, was it No Way Out?
I
Oh
mean,
man,
there was a way out, but there was no way in.
it was No Way Home. But the cool thing is that this kind of puts us at it kind of gets us to the point of like the Spider-Man that people have been wanting to see. I don't know why, because it's like there's even a meme of like Spider-Man has nothing. He's lost everything. He's all on his own. And it's like Spider-Man fans. And it shows him like smiling. It's like y'all can't let a
Mm,
brother live, man. Y'all can't let a young man be happy. You know what I'm
no,
saying? They were like, he's got friends.
yo,
Spider-Man
he
isn't
couldn't even go
supposed to
to
have friends.
like so. Since this is the spoiler review, he couldn't even go to his top college choice.
Nope.
He had to go take a GED
Yep.
because everyone forgot who he is.
Go on get that GED. You know what I'm saying? That GED ain't never hurt nobody. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but he was graduating from like a prestigious like tech high school that kind of like put you in the front of the line for like good colleges.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? They don't make no sense that he got like multiple people from his class going to MIT.
Yo, man. Hey, things change. You know what I'm saying? Situations change out there in the world. Now all of a sudden, hey,
Hey
look what
man,
you
what
got.
you doing this month? I'm gonna go to MIT. And then it's
Nah,
like
you ain't
a
going to
day
no
later. Yeah,
MIT.
what you doing? Now I'm gonna get my GED and nobody's gonna know who I
Yep. Go and get that little GED. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing but a little GED. Oh man. It did. I was like, well, he's gonna have like the best GED score in like GED history.
am. You sure you want to get a GED? Like after you take it, it's like, you sure you just want to get this GED? You don't want to like go back to high school? He's like, no,
It's like, nah, I'm cool. I'm just. It's like, are you
I'm
sure you
cool.
don't want to like, I don't know, like teach the GED? Cause like you way above whatever we doing right now. It's like everything that we doing, like you above that. Like your GED
You did it.
smarts is on a higher level.
Mm,
It's like I don't know how to express this, but your GED skills is on point.
you done got it.
um, I will say it was nice to see kind of like a brotherhood formed throughout sort of I guess like maybe like the second and third act. Like, because these are three people, well, sorry, two people that always thought they were alone.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? And now finding that, oh, there's other people like me, that was kind of cool. You know what I'm saying? That was nice to see.
yeah. Like knowing there's another parallel universe with another Spider-Man, and
It's
he's going
like
through some
now
loss too.
we've met each other and been able to help each other out and stuff. Like that was cool. And also seeing the like the huge differences between each one of them was
Yeah,
also cool because oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
but it was satisfying to see him like all like hop off a scaffolding and like fight bad guys. Like I thought that was like super cool.
Yeah, and then like when they were swinging together and like Tom Holland like webbed them and like swung them higher, so like just
That
just
was
cool stuff.
yeah. Whoever thought of that, um, kudos to whoever was in like the visual effects department. It was like department who was like, yo, they all swing like off the scaffolding, right? And they like right, but then they like mid air, and then like Tom Holland swings like the other two guys, and then they like swing each other back, and it's like, yo, that's crazy.
Because it's it's the ability to be creative in something that pretty much we've all kind of been through. Like, oh, okay,
Hmm.
big ending, big end scene, effects, whatever, cool. And it's
Hmm.
like, nah, son, nah, haha, we got a little extra something for you. Got a little something, something. All right. And this time, we got extra creative on the team up. Because like we've seen Spider-Man team up with other people, but we ain't seen him team up with Spider-Man before.
Didn't I see him with the Spider-Mans?
And then we did get the line kind of like from Jamie Foxx's character on some, yo, there's got to be a black Spider-Man out there somewhere. It's like
Yeah.
yeah, there is. Don't worry about that.
Like, so you gonna get on that, Marvel?
It's mad funny because there was a video going around on Instagram where it showed like Spider-Man. It was like a black dude that had like uh the Peter Parker uniform on, and then the Miles Morales, and he was like, "Oh, you mean Iron Man?" And he was like, "You mean the Tungsten Gentleman?" It's like he was like going back and forth. He was like, "Well, what about Stanley? You mean Spike Lee?" And it's like it was like so it was cool seeing like people playing with it. So not only is it a good movie, not only did people kind of review it well, but then the cultural zeitgeist kind of took to it and even, had fun there. So I enjoy that. I'm glad that, we had a chance to experience
Hmm.
that experience.
Right.
Even though, we couldn't experience, with, with no mask on, but, that's a whole nother thing. We still was able to see it. You know what I'm saying? Couldn't see it, super safe, but it's all kind of safe, safe-ish.
The safest you can see it.
The safest you can see it, besides like if it was on HBO Max, then you'd be like, "Word, I'm at home. I do what I want. This is my world. I do what I want." uh, do you have a favorite scene in mind from the Spider Mans?
Probably one I just described when they're all like swinging together and swinging each other.
All right, word,
Like
word.
that was like a huge payoff.
Oh yeah, definitely. Mine, I'm kind of torn between the bridge because I'll say this: the trailer does not give the bridge scene any justice. Like,
But that's a good thing, right? You don't
well,
want
I
to
mean, yeah, it's a good
see
thing, but it's
everything.
like,
Yeah.
in the trailer, you're like, oh, okay, they're on the bridge, they're fighting, whatever.
Hmm.
And then, man, you see, you see that, you see that scene. It's wild. Like it shows how much
Somebody
your
ring the
boy,
doorbell,
like,
and
how
when
much your boy ain't ready. You know what I'm saying? Your boy just ain't ready. Like in general, he ain't ready. For like Doc Ock and like the Raimi villains, he ain't ready for them. Um, then what else? You have that scene that I really enjoyed, but I might say I might. You know what? I'm gonna take that back. Even though I don't think the trailer does um does any justice to the bridge scene, the
Uh,
fight between him and Goblin, bruh,
yeah, the Goblin. Well, the initial fight, Goblin was really like handing handed that butt whooping a little bit.
he was letting him know like, yo, look, yo universe ain't ready. Like,
Well, that's what he thought, but Peter's fought much stronger villain. And like he was also caught off guard because he was trying to help these cats, and then all of a sudden out of nowhere they're like, "Nope, I don't need help. I'm crazy."
I don't need
And
help. I'm
then he
crazy
also
too.
fought Aunt May like in the way and everything. But at the end of the movie, Tom Holland was like well on his way to probably kill him.
True, true. Like I will give you that. It's just
I like,
I was I
hey
was
dog,
looking back. I was like,
I
you know
fought
what?
a purple alien in space. I'm gonna kill you.
Because I was thinking back. I was like, Vulture was he won't no joke, and Mysterio he came through, but nobody's really
Yeah.
handing like I think
Well,
it's
I feel
because
like
Green Goblin is more of a hand to hand beast. I think that's it.
he had other technologies too. I think Mysterio, if Peter hadn't like learned to like really hone his like senses,
Oh, the Peter Tingle.
Mysterio could have, yeah, Mysterio could have got Peter killed because like
Yeah,
He
True
was
that.
putting them in front of trains and dropping them off of
Yo,
buildings
that
and
joint was
stuff. And I was
crazy
like,
with the
yeah.
train.
I was like, I don't know how you gonna fight this.
It's like you dead. But I think, yeah, I think that's because it's not that he hadn't fought, very tough villains. I think it's just that Goblin is crazy. Like the other two
Mm-hmm.
guys, they had like plans, but like he was punching Goblin in the face hard
And he
as
was like
all
laughing at him.
get
Yeah.
out, and he was cheesing like, "Give me more." Like
Mm-hmm.
that's crazy. That see how like look that Peter one, he don't know nothing about that. See, Peter Wonder, he ain't been down that road before. Like Peter don't know nothing about that. All right,
He
so
take it there.
yeah, I mean, yeah. Oh, he took it there at the end, and then Peter two was like, "Hold on now, hold on, can't let you lose your soul." You know what I'm saying? Like, can't let you lose your soul.
I'd be
Can't
like,
let
yo,
you
I
lose your
died once
soul, Jesus.
already. I don't care.
I don't care. You killed my aunt.
It's like you ever fade away to be non-existent, and the other Peters be like, can't say that I have. I was like, then you don't really know what it's like.
You don't really know what it's like to disappear, but then come back like 2 seconds later. So you don't even
On
really
another planet.
know that you disappeared because like it's kind of random to you. So like you're like, hold on, what happened to me? And then you're like, oh
And
snap,
then there's a
I
wizard like,
disappeared.
yo, we gotta leave. And you're like, huh? And he's like, don't worry about it.
And then you tell everybody that you know like we got to squad up because it's Avengers Assemble and we got to fight everybody down at the like Avengers campus or whatever they call it. Oh man, but anyway, all right. So with that said, let's see if we can get into some quick play real quick before we talk
Oh,
about
did
some
you?
other stuff.
Yeah.
Let's see. Get my. Let me see. Come on now. Let's see. Let's see. Let's do some bot boot camp. All right. So should I go to that game
Okay.
list? Let's see.
You can pick a game list, or you can let it like pick for you,
Want to
because it'll
do.
pick it at random if you just hit play.
All right. All right. Cool. Then I'll just hit play. Hold up. Let's say. Hold up now. Let me see. Let me see a place that looks cool. You know what? I don't think we fought in here before.
Which that looks cool. Cool looking place.
Um.
Is that place? Our team members have different versions of Halo Infinite and cannot play together. What?
Oh.
Mhm.
Okay. That's weird. Let's see. Babu Camp. Not enough players to estimate wait time.
Huh?
Yeah, that's weird. Which one?
They've been having way too many issues. All right. Let's see. Let's try. All right. I'm gonna leave and then join my fire team.
All right, cool. We'll do that. I see. How do I join you again? That's a good question.
Press the select button or the window
Word.
button.
I got you. All right, we joined up.
All right. Let's see.
All right, am I
What is
there?
it,
Hold
Matt?
on.
Yeah, I see you.
All right, cool.
I
Because
think
it
this
looked
is
like a brother
definitely
by
a
himself.
bug.
Yeah, this might be a bug.
Because
Because it's showing me, or it's showing you by yourself. It's not showing me with you. So now they
well,
try to hate.
that's been a bug since like the beginning, but this whole not being able to play together.
Huh. You throwing a hateration on? All right, well look. While we look through the hateration, um
Oh, hold on, I'm gonna restart the game. You stay in.
all right, cool. Let's see. While we now I'm fire team leader, of course. Let me go roll up to campaign for a second.
Oh, did you buy the campaign?
Yeah, I got campaign.
Um,
Yeah, I'm
Why?
just like
Man, we
hanging
don't
out
have
for
the
now.
same version.
Yeah, because this I'm pretty sure we got the same version. Let's see. Patch notes, support, whatever. All right, cool.
Well, I wonder if
So,
there was an update I didn't see.
so let's see what we got. Do we have? All right, cool, cool. We
Jumping
got.
back in.
Oh,
Going
hold on,
back into
hold on.
multiplayer.
Mm.
See. And you an invite.
Yeah, this is weird. Even the stream is acting crazy. Like, I don't even know what the stream is getting since they acting foolish now. Cause it seemed like the stream is like we don't know what they're gonna get.
Oh, do you see my invite?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Hold up, my bad. And let's go. Let's go. Let's go. All right, I should be joined up.
Yep. I see you. Let's try this. Oh, no. All fire team members were not on the same game version.
All right, so that's weird. And the stream is acting crazy too. Like this is come on, man. Like
I think this is
y'all ain't got
just
to
a
do it
straight
with it
up
like
like
this.
Halo bug. Yeah.
Yeah, like all right, so cool. Then what I'll do is see if I can run through something. Can I do anything? If I can't do this, I wonder if it'll let me run a campaign then. Um, but with that said, next up I wanted to talk about okay, cool. So
Oh, you
now it's
might.
showing I'm here.
What's that?
Now Halo's showing me with you. So now I guess we back. You know what I'm saying? Where
Yeah, but it's not. I still can't. It might be showing on your like it's showing on my end. It's been showing on my end, but I can't select any game modes or nothing.
wow.
I think this is a Halo bug.
Yeah, Halo, yeah. Come on, Halo. You're killing me right now. That's why you know what? Because I was wondering. I was like, hold up. I stream other games. Now they might not be as as labor intensive as Halo, but I've streamed other games that haven't had issues. Like, why does it seem like now all of a sudden there's nothing seems to work? But it might be the case of what I'm saying. There's a bug in Halo and something's just like tripping.
Or they've got several bugs, but this is the first time I'm seeing this one.
Yeah, because I am. All right, cool. Let's see. And you're running the fire team, right?
Yeah, but you if you're trying to go to campaign, you might have to leave the fire team and then go
Well,
to
nah.
campaign.
I was gonna try to select boot camp and see if it would let
Well,
us even.
you can't unless you're the fire team leader.
Oh, okay, okay, okay. Because I was like, will it let me do anything? But anyway, I did want to holler at you about the recast of Chala and see if you had heard anything about it lately or
Uh,
anything like that yet.
Only the like the internet petition that you sent me. I haven't
Uh,
heard anything like outside of that.
all right, cool, cool. So, the recast of T'Challa has been going on, pretty much ran by this young fellow named E-Man, E-Man Movie Reviews, and I am extremely happy that it's getting some kind of like forward momentum. because straight up, uh, you know how I feel about T'Challa, how I feel about what T'Challa represents,
Right.
and that he don't need to just be killed off and basically
I,
kill
I,
like
I mean, I would hope that that's not what they're doing. I would hope that like he's like out on mission, and then they bring him back the right way. Like he's somewhere else. He's just not in this part of like this particular story.
oh, okay, I see what you're saying. Like
You know
something
what
like they
I'm saying?
do something like, oh, because they could say, all right, well, we're not recasting T'Challa, but what we'll say is like, oh, T'Challa went, you know, to another country to do some covert work, and he's just not back yet, and
Yeah.
you know, and then Shuri's got his back, but
Right.
hopefully, because technically, like E-Man was saying, you be killing the character a third time to a certain degree.
Hmm.
Because like in the movie, you killed him, and came back. He was in the snow, but you essentially killed him. Then there was Infinity War, where you sort of basically kind of killed him again. And
Yeah.
then in this movie, if you're saying, well, we're not recasting, you're either gonna have to kill him or like maybe ship him off somewhere, or maybe he decided, I don't know, you put him in jail or something. I don't know what, you'd have to do something.
He got diplomatic immunity. You can't put him in jail.
Diplomatic immunity.
You
So
put him in jail.
so like they'd have to figure out something. But the way he's running the campaign, the way he's kind of organizing around and people are like helping with the petition and sharing it, it's been dope because there have been a lot of people that have said, "Hey, what about Shuri? There's nothing wrong with Shuri. They're going to do the movie based around, all of the other people in Wakanda." And
Like,
his,
no one really wants to. You, I'm not saying nobody wants to see that. Like, obviously, like the world of Wakanda is very special as well, but
yeah,
it's like T'Challa Wakanda. Like
yeah, it's
everyone else
essentially
got
his
all their
story.
films. Yeah. So, you know,
Yeah, and
yeah,
trying
he is.
to trying to like I know in theory it
Like, if you can't
sounds
find the
cool.
perfect cast now, at least don't kill him off. Make it so he's like off world or out of the country, and something happened at one point where he just didn't happen to be there.
Yeah, or like something where he's like, "Hey, I have to go and deal with this threat, and you stay right here." Because if they go and kill him, I'm like, there are a lot of people that I don't think have invested in the comic books as much as they talk about what happens in the comics.
You know what?
But
Oh,
oh, what's up?
sidebar, real quick. Go to your Xbox app or the Microsoft Store and see if there's an update for your Halo. That may be the reason.
I let me see, let me see. All right, let's see. Xbox app. Let me see. Because if there is an update for the Halo, y'all, we'll put y'all on a break real quick, and then fix this, and then we won't have any issues, hopefully, any further. And yeah, we won't have to deal with any crazy problems from Halo, hopefully. Let's see. Where is Halo at? Where is all my Halo at? Where is all my
Uh,
Halo
there
at?
should be an icon in the upper left-hand corner that looks like a bunch of books, or like two books, one book leaning against it. It's my
Yeah.
collection. And then manage installs at the top right corner.
Let's see. Um, no, it doesn't say that there's any updates that I need.
All right. Now go to open your Microsoft Store app.
All right, hold on. Oh, hold up. It wasn't. It was checking for updates. Hold on. I'll let
Okay.
it finish checking. And the question is, do I have to close Halo for it to fully check Halo? That's a good question.
Ooh, that's a good question.
Yeah, I wonder if it needs to close out. Because if it does need to close out, then yep, there sure is. There is an update. So, guys, what we gonna do? We still gonna be talking and kicking the ballistics, but while we kick the ballistics, there's not gonna be like a whole lot of entertaining things on screen.
Mm.
Let me hold on. Let me roll this real quick. And three, two, one, go. All right, word. So we got a little something on that. Let me come over here, back out,
Yeah,
and let me
you
go on
come
and
back
get up
now.
out the game.
Get out of the game.
Let me get out of the game real quick. All right, guys. So basically, let me close that up real quick. Let's see, let's
Getting
see, let's
close.
see. Yeah, because we gonna have to, we gonna have to chill out for a second and get these updates on. And let's see. Update all, you know what I'm saying? Let Microsoft do what it gotta do.
Mm.
And let's see. Oh, that joint got 12 gigs to download. We'll probably
Oh yeah,
wrap
that
up
was a much needed.
a much needed update. So basically, what we're gonna do is wrap up on this. With that said, uh, we got the thing that I like about the recast T'Challa movement is not only everything that it stands for. One, there's more stories to tell. Two, the cultural significance of the character. Three, not only the cultural significance of the character, but the universe significance of the character as far as what T'Challa means inside of the MCU. But then also the heroes that our children need to see that should not be completely buried because adults kind of feel a certain way about the life and the past life, the now past life of T'Challa. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And I agree. I feel like, let's see, can I say no. Let me see. Let me turn it off, turn it back on. I don't know why the manage installs is tripping. But anyway, so the there's a lot of people that are like, hey, these people don't want women to shine. And it's like, no, it's not about that. We don't mind Shuri having the center stage. Just saying that we don't think or we don't believe that T'Challa needs to die for her to have center stage. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Which is something that's cool and something that I've really enjoyed considering or concerning, all of this.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but yeah, not only has he gained, national attention, there's people that are like literally international tweeting recast T'Challa hashtag, save T'Challa hashtag, recast T'Challa, and it's just good to see people like, oh, okay, cool. We don't want to see this character's line end, and especially when now you would have to, to quote, I guess, preserve his legacy, essentially kill him in the beginning of the movie. Either kill him or just kill him in name, like off screen, like, oh yeah, he was on a mission and he died or something. It's like, you're like, the only thing is maybe like he was in a, he got caught in a time vacuum and he got sucked up in there or something. Like, that you're gonna have to figure out a way around like him not being there.
Right.
Um, especially adding in the issues with, of course, you know, Letitia Wright and everything that's going on her end, which is a whole nother issue, a
Yeah,
whole nother nother.
what's the update on that? 'Cause
Yeah.
I keep seeing stuff and I'm like, I don't know.
Well, most recently, there were two things. T'Challa was trending because T'Challa was trending because there was a story written. It was a rumor, but a story based on a rumor that was floating around saying, "Hey, Letitia Wright is not coming back to Black Panther because she'll have to get vaccinated, and she refuses to get vaccinated um, because she just doesn't believe in the vaccination. So since she don't
Mhm.
believe in the vaccination, she's not going to get the vaccination, and therefore she's of course not going to be able to film. So that was a rumor. Said it was a rumor that came out, and people were saying no, we're not sure. It's a rumor, even though she's kind of had an energy that was not too conducive to getting your vaccine on. Then a story came out I want to say a few days later saying, "Hey, Letitia Wright's going to be back on set in January filming Black Panther Wakanda Forever. So don't worry about nothing, kids. Everything's all good. All your stock is cool. Nothing to worry about." And the idea is like, something ain't right because there has been a lot of like how should we say kerfuffle about about uh Letitia Wright in general off camera, and then of course there was, I believe she got injured doing a stunt, and they stopped filming, and then now this rumor coming up about her not wanting to get vaccinated, which we're not sure is true because it has been said as a rumor, but people that are saying it's a rumor are saying, the people that are saying it's not a rumor are saying it's coming from a credible source. So we really don't super know right now, but we'll see. Um,
Mm.
I wouldn't hold my breath for Letitia Wright to come back, and I
Mm.
don't know. Maybe it's a lot of pressure. I mean, being Black Panther in general, not even T'Challa, being Black Panther in general is a lot of pressure, and people are saying, well, because one of the arguments against recasting is like, what about all the pressure on the new actor? It's like, well, isn't that the same pressure that's on Letitia Wright, and y'all have no
It's the
issue with that?
same. It's the
So
same amount of pressure that every major Marvel like actor
yeah.
has ever had.
Now, of course, it'll be different because you're coming off of a death of someone that everybody generally liked well.
Well,
Now,
that
and
and
but we've also seen Heath Ledger pass. What I'm saying? And they had to recast Joker. They weren't like, hey, I mean, technically, they sort of
well,
recasted Joker two times. But I mean,
that's a bad example.
well,
But
no, I'm just saying that there was an actor that passed, and they didn't say Joker will never appear again because this person was so good in Joker that
that's
he'll
we have
never
to
ever
understand
be.
that's different for a couple reasons because
All
it's
right.
not the same universe
Well, no, no. I'm just
and it
talking
wasn't the
about
same
Hollywood.
story.
I'm just talking about Hollywood in
Yeah.
general.
Okay.
Like I'm
Because
just
like
talking
he
about,
wasn't replacing him. He was just like the guy who played Joker. Like after like whatever that arc was finished.
yeah. But
What they're asking for now is to totally fill the shoes that Chadwick Boseman was wearing.
yeah.
And
But
he
I
is
mean,
somebody who has like embodied like everything that everyone who knows about Black Panther cinematically, um, they're gonna like they're gonna compare him.
yeah.
And
But I mean, I
that's I
don't
mean,
think
they're
there's
just gonna have
any.
to deal with that because yeah,
Yeah, they'll have to just deal with it. I don't think that's any different than any other. I mean, besides the passing, every actor is going to be compared to the last one. Like whenever they recast
sure.
Logan, trust me, there's going to be people like, "I don't know if you're going
Oh
to be
yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
Hugh Jackman. I don't know, dog." I don't know if
But
you
there's
gonna
all it,
go ahead
they
and
at
see the
least get the
claws.
benefit of the argument of being like, well, that was the Fox
Oh
Marvel
yeah, yeah, you're
Cinematic
right.
Universe, not the Marvel Cinema. If anything, I feel like the new Logan, whoever that person may be, has even more pressure because, in my opinion, the Marvel Cinematic Universe is like the Marvel canon. Like, so even though like there's other like Sony Spider-Man movies, Tom Holland is Spider-Man 1, even though they declared it in the movie, and that's technically canon, quote unquote.
Yeah,
But since he lives in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, he is the Spider-Man, and then Toby 2,
yeah,
Andrew Garfield 3.
yeah. Because they kind of like brought them in a way where it's like, oh, okay, cool, cool. So we're gonna bring y'all in, let y'all get y'all live on, let y'all live, and everything will be all good. You know what I'm saying? We'll let y'all chill out, kick it with us. You know what I'm saying? Eat some cheese or something.
Yeah.
And it so I do like the whole recast T'Challa vibe. Hopefully we do get a real recast. I don't think that this is something that is well, I've already said why I think they made the decision to not recast, but I do hope that this moves the needle. And we get a press release basically saying, "Hey, look, due to fan engagement, due to the the groundswell of opinion, uh, whatever you want to say, we've decided to recast T'Challa, and we've recasted T'Challa with XYZ. Um,
All right.
now,
I
at
got an easy to fix
all
plot
right,
point.
go ahead.
Everyone loves Killmonger, right?
Word, word.
They could easily multiverse that joint to where, let's say, whatever Doctor Strange did in this with Tom Holland and like whatever the like ongoing after effects were. Let's say OG T'Challa, Chadwick Boseman, gets randomly pulled into one of those rifts, but when he came back through, it was a parallel multiverse version of T'Challa who also happens to look like Killmonger, but he's T'Challa. And you
Okay.
cast Michael B. Jordan as Black Panther. Because if you think
Ooh.
about like as far as like star power, being able to carry a film, like that's a really hard task. Like they'd have to go on like a wide search
Well, see, that's the
almost.
good thing. The good thing is that all the recasted T'Challa people have put up like 10 dudes that could easily do this. Like I've put up like 4 or 5 people that like could do
Yeah, I
this.
mean, I
Like
remember Aldous Hodge, like putting
um
his hat in the ring. But you have to think like these blockbuster studios, even though they probably could cast Aldous Hodge, they're gonna look for like the A-list guys first. So
word.
if there's a chance for an A-list guy to come in first and take the reins, they're gonna choose him first.
So all right, so
It,
if we're talking about A list, well, nah, because Hollywood has gone and got, I mean, look at like Robert Downey Jr. They've went and got their kind of like sort of either
he was
on the
still
on the
A-list.
on the low low or
The
maybe
only person I would give
unknown
you,
sort of dudes.
yeah, the only person I would give you that was not A-list from the jump. Even though Chris Evans probably wasn't considered like a top actor, he was still kind of like well known. Is Chris Hemsworth?
Yeah,
Like
Chris
nobody knew
Hemsworth
him,
and Chris Evans weren't A list, but they were
but
pretty boys that had skills.
people knew. Like I would only consider Chris Evans A list because like a lot of people knew who Chris Evans was
Yeah,
before Cap. No one knew who Chris Hemsworth was.
yeah, cause
It
like,
was, hey, isn't that the guy who died at the beginning of Star Trek?
oh snap, cause yeah, like
That's what.
Chris
That's how I
Evans and
saw it.
Hemsworth, in my eyes, and I could be wrong, weren't on the level of like Tom Hanks, Tom Cruise.
No,
I'm
what
trying to think.
you're thinking like that's top level A list.
Oh, excuse me, sorry.
Like even
There's
like yeah,
levels of the
that's
A
like
list.
I mean, if you think about it, it is like it's not Brad Pitt, it's not Tom Cruise, it's not George. Like
Yeah.
these guys, they're
Cause
they're
see, when
gonna
I think
come
of A
in.
list, that's what I'm thinking about. And I'm like, I don't feel like we have to go that high.
Now
But now
you're
you're
thinking
talking about
of
like
you have to
lower
think
A
of
list.
like lower A list guys who aren't gonna like garner up like
Like B
20
plus
million
A
per
minus list.
role. Yeah, like they're rising. They can carry a film. Like and they already casted what's his name is Blade, so he was out.
Mahershala Ali. Well, there
Yeah.
was
Well,
the
they didn't
guy.
he casted himself. And then Kevin Feige was like, "Dope, let's do
He was
it."
like, all
And
right,
that was
cool,
it.
no problem. What was it? Oh, Halo Infinite is finally updating, and it wasn't 12 gigs. It says 47. So, yeah, we will be playing Halo most likely tomorrow or something like Sunday.
How
So,
in the world
yo, that
did you
joint
go
is
from
not playing. That I mean, it's downloading
didn't
now.
you
So,
already have it down?
yeah, I mean, I already had it downloaded, so I don't know why this joint is tripping. Like, but I mean, hey, look, it's doing its thing. It's doing what it's got to do. So, I mean, I'm not mad at it. I'm just like, yo, this is a lot. But I
I'd be
mean, do
mad
your
at it.
thing. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna stop you, but you are taking up mad space.
That's actually not a lot of space.
Well, yeah, it's not like a lot of space, but it's like you're gonna be taking a long time. So anyway, um um let's see. Go back to where is let me refresh this real quick. So there is like this there is this like group of actors that I think they could use that don't have to be super they don't have to be
No.
like John David Washington. You know what I'm saying? Because he's definitely on the rise. People know him. People know his face. You know what I'm saying? The name you know. You know what I'm saying? But I also think there's a
I can't
possibility.
see him as he's a great actor and I like him. I can't see him as T'Challa. Like I could see Aldous Hodge as T'Challa.
Yeah. Like, but there are options, or at least I think there's options out there. Like um trying to think. I think there's options out there like the the the
Oh,
guy
the dude from
from oh go ahead.
we probably gonna about to say the same thing. Who was the dude who was in uh he was in that movie with Sandra Bullock?
Oh, Trevante Rhodes. He's dope.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
Trevante
he's
Rhodes, he's on
he
point.
actually to me is built and looks like the comic book version of
Yeah.
T'Challa.
So like, yeah, that's where my mind goes to. Someone like him. Or either someone like Trevante Rhodes or there's a guy um from Queen Sono who was like Queen Sono's boyfriend in the show, and he was dope.
I think I know who you're talking about. I'm going to IMDb right now. Look at it.
So I'm trying to remember his name. Man, it I forget it all the time, and Solar Gray remembers it, but I can't remember his name. His name is Vuyo Dabula, and I'm pretty sure I'm screwing his name up. But
Uh, yeah.
VUYODABULA, and but he's dope. He's been like doing like mad action sequences and stuff all through Queen Sono, so it's awesome. You know
Um,
what I'm saying? So and he's African, so you know the accent gonna be on
eh,
point. You know what I'm saying? What do you mean?
um,
You don't see those trapezius muscles? You know what I'm saying?
no, I'm not down his physique, but his look. I actually, if I
Oh, are
had to
you
go
trying to
back and
find
read,
someone who looks kind of like
I want
Chadwick?
the look. Yeah, who could like not no like not like Chadwick, but that gives me like the like oh that's T'Challa vibe. Like I can instantly go that's T'Challa. This guy, if I could go back and recast the first film, he would be my Killmonger.
Oh, word. All right, cool. Okay,
Like
okay.
the traditional. I know they put the spin on it, but he would be my like traditional Killmonger.
Cause that dude, like in Queen Soda, I was like, yo, this dude is official. Like this dude is the real deal. Holyfield. I ain't gonna tell you no lies. So but you do have Trevante Rose, and I do like him.
Yeah,
That
Trinity
dude is
Rose
sweet.
would be.
Like crazy, like is crazy skills. And who else would I like throw? There's a couple of people, but yeah, Trevante Rhodes would probably be my
Yeah,
highest.
Tr- Trevante Rhodes is like my number one pick. Like I just pulled up all his picks like on Google. I'm like, this dude is that's my T'Challa replacement. Like that's it. Done.
Yeah, it's like he is like the go to forever.
We just
But
yeah, we would have to like test his like his African dialect skills. I'm like, yeah.
be like, look, you know what I'm saying? Just be like, look, he here now. Because I'm the the reason why I say, and I know a lot of people are like, yo, you don't have to recast him for the very next movie. We get it, you know what I'm saying? Everything's already in motion, the train don't stop. But I'd say with the way things are looking, with the way
They'll put him
things
in
are
another
looking,
movie.
well, you know what I'm saying, with the way things are looking based on
Oh, you mean like the world?
ba- well, also based on, you know, ba- I'm trying to be nice about it. Based on, trying to think, based on Letitia Wright and what seems to be her attitude towards um, just the current state of how productions are done.
Hmm.
My idea is that, hey, we ain't really gonna get nothing done with her, at least
Right.
not the way production is done now.
Yeah.
So, since there's a groundswell of opinion to recast T'Challa anyway, why don't we go on and
Oh,
recast?
do the siblings together? Hey,
Let's recast
I am not against that
like
whatsoever because I loved her in the first film and like that chemistry they had before, but she does seem like a problem. And
you know it. You know what I'm
she
saying? I'm
doesn't
not
have
trying to
enough
hate
weight.
because I'm not trying to hate, but I
Yeah,
also
but she seems
understand.
like because when once you get into like the Disney world, right? You kind of have to kind of like play the game. Like, I'm getting Disney money. Let me just like chill out. I may have some thoughts on stuff.
Get them Disney bucks.
Um, but unless like I'm like officially right, I'm being more problematic to my pockets than being right. Or if like, 'cause she's being like opinionated on stuff that like you can have your opinion on, but she's not in a space where she's like obviously right, or she's like on the right side of the fence. You know what I'm saying? So she's like overly she's a problem. And I'm pretty sure somebody from Disney probably reached out to her and said, hey, look, we understand you get your opinions, yada yada yada. Can you just chill out? Just cool out.
It's like, look,
just don't just don't be as active on Twitter or TikTok or wherever you posting this stuff. Just just cool out.
it's like, look, hey, we know how you feel, but we need you to chill on this
Yeah.
just a little bit. Just a little bit.
Let's see.
You know,
Yeah.
chill out. Just a little bit.
Yeah, I think I'm standing strong on the Trevante Rhodes.
Yeah, Trevante Rose is dope. I've been a fan of his for a minute. I saw him in. I think I first saw him in Blind. What? No, Bird Box. I
Bird
was
Box,
about,
yeah.
I was about to call that joint Blindfold. Um,
I
but
want to call it blindfold.
it's like, oh yo, you seen that movie Blindfold? Yo, yeah, it's all right. It's a good movie. Oh yeah.
Somebody from the back goes, "You talking about Bird Box?" And you're like, "Oh snap!"
Nah, brother, you talking about Bird Box. That's what you talking about. You talking, yeah. It's like, oh, Bird Box? Oh, word? Yeah, yeah, you talking about Bird Box. I was like, oh, all right. It's like, ah.
Yeah, I wish I had like a hard line into like whoever does casting for Marvel. And she'd be like, "Yo, y'all ever heard of Strong Three Roads?" I'm like, "Can't say that I have." And
Be
then you
like,
look up
did
his
you,
IMDb, like, "Well, all right."
they be like, I'll be
Y'all have
like, did you see that
like,
movie Bird Box that was like,
yeah, I would shout him. I'm like, "You ain't never seen Bird Box?" And then they look at Bird Box and they think, "Oh, we
they like,
should cast this one guy."
oh, the random brother that know good and well what. I remember sisters was mad about that joint. It was like, hold up. They was like, so you just bump into this? You just bump into this situation? That's what's popping right now? Like, yeah, she did. She hooked that up. She was like,
But yeah,
let me go and hook this
he
up
was
for
also
me.
in Moonlight.
Oh
Um,
yeah.
oh, he was in the Billie Holiday movie.
Ah.
Yeah, he's been in some stuff. It looks like he's in an Iron Mike mini series with no date beside it. It's just been announced. So I don't know if that conflicts with any possible near future schedule that Marvel got going on with Black Panther. But to my knowledge, it's still like pre-production and writing, right?
Well, who knows? Depending on who you interview and who you talk to, they're like, we've shot XYZ amount of footage,
Hmm.
but I don't think they've shot enough to go ahead without Letitia Wright. So you're never too far to not be like, yo, let's just do something different. But you never know. You never know. It we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're not that far along.
Like they're like, yo, we might want to go in and make that move with two people. Going to get two people out the way. You know what I'm saying? Going to take care of them too,
Yeah, they should they should go ahead and do that.
and just be like, all right, look, there's a new T'Challa, there's a new Shuri, and that's just what it is, and
Yeah, because
just
they could easily
deal with
work
it.
that in to the movie. You know how when Don Cheadle came on as Rhodey, he said, "Look, I'm here. Get over it."
Yeah,
And
it
he was
was
like,
like, yo, I'm
"Well, all
here.
right."
All right, well, so
Like everybody, I felt like people, if they were in audience, they were just like, "Oh, okay." Like
yeah,
nobody
people were
cared that Terrence Howard wasn't there.
they're
If
like, oh, Terrence Howard, oh,
anything, people felt much better that Don Cheadle wasn't.
oh, that's cold.
Don Cheadle showed up. People were like, "Thank you."
Mm, it's cold.
Hey, uh, Don Cheadle's better.
Like, even though I will say, after I remember doing research on um the whole switch up with what is it? The whole switch up with Terrence Howard.
Mhm.
Back in the day, they made it seem like, oh, Terrence Howard wants more money. He wants too much money. Actually, Terrence Howard was only uh he was only asking for the money, or what is it? Only demanding the money that was already in the contract.
Oh.
They tried to lowball him, and he was like, hold up, the contract says in the second one we get this.
Mhm.
And they was like, we gonna replace you instead. And that's how it got popping.
Mm.
Like, that was that's yo, that's rough. Cause they it's like they screwed him and then like put it out there like he was just asking for too much money. It's like, nah, actually the
Yeah, I
contract
mean
said second
that's
movie I'm supposed to get XYZ, and now y'all trying to offer me just $1 million. I think they said in the sequel he was supposed to get like 8 million or something like that.
mm,
And Pearl Mutter, who is now gone, offered him 1 million.
mm.
And yeah, he was like, I'm pretty sure him and his agent both laughed and was like, my dude, no, we don't do that. Because I know, you know what I'm saying, more people know your boy Robert Downey than they know me. But let's
Well,
be
not only
real right
that,
now.
like he's not Iron Man either.
Yeah. But let's be real. Uh I'm the one who like stuck up like him and John Favreau
John Favreau. Yeah.
they were the two that stuck up for him to be Iron Man. Cause at
Yeah, but I
first
think
Pearl Mutter was like, I don't want that troublemaking,
mhm.
drunkie around my set. And they were like, no, he's good. Trust him. And he was like, all right. Well, not exactly, but yeah, all right.
All right.
Idiot.
If anything, it was most likely John Favreau's clout than Terrence Howard's clout.
Yeah, but I mean, bottom line is, regardless, if you put this on
He did
paper,
line up. Yeah, like I feel
you put
like
this on paper,
if
you
that's
told me,
if that's the case, Terrence should have been like he should have went to like Robert Downey Jr. and John Favreau. But look, this is what dude offered me initially. This was the contract.
yep,
Like, is there anything we can do? Can y'all help me out instead of like just like dipping or like you know what I'm saying like I mean he knows how Hollywood works. You gotta like strategize and like finesse the situation a little bit.
like,
So
look,
like
y'all
go
need to
to
help me out.
like if y'all could fight for getting Robert Downey Jr. a read in an audition, and then now he's the guy. Like, help me out. Like I was behind y'all on that. Here was the contract. Like we could even renegotiate. So if you want to take all 3 million and give me five, like we can do that. But like help me out because
Yeah,
this is what was discussed and agreed upon.
thank you. But anyway, guys, with that said, we just chilling, hanging out on a Thursday evening. You know what I'm saying? We going to bounce, be up out of here. I'm gonna throw it to the homie Kaiser. Tell them where they can find
Nowhere right now.
you. He's
I'm
like,
chilling right now, but stay tuned.
yeah, word up, word up. And of course, NERDSoul. We know we had a crazy, weird stream with Halo bugs and all that jazz. But of course, we will be back tomorrow. We got Young Justice and a whole bunch of cool stuff. Holla at your boy. Of course, from me to you, we're gonna leave y'all with PL Parker Lewis and some ARCKATRON. Peace. I'm the man, yes sir, that killed the bear barehanded so the people won't forget it. Getting money for our legal to drink. I care what a broke nigga think.
Just like the Parker Lewis.
Look, everything I do so cold. I can do this, both eyes closed. Too short, I stay on my toes. About that guap boy, anything goes. Help the bear if we outside. Help the bear if we outside. Still tipping, baby, nothing changed. I'm still grinding over here, yeah. Still sliding through my own lane. Shorty, nothing funny over here. Dallas rain everywhere around me. Dream to get money. Made it through the storm, living sunny. Dreams came true, now we eating. I got more dreams to chase, gotta reach them. Trying to put a team together like the Hunger Games. Everybody grinding cause we all came from under.